Hey everyone, hope you're doing quite well today. It's time for a little bit of Elden Ring. It has been, I do not know how long since I've recorded this game. Been a bit. Been doing life-related things. Many of those life-related things are resolved, so good. I know at the end of the last episode we did clear out Renala. I don't remember if I talked to her
Thou
at the end of the video or not.
Assured of thy want to be born anew.
Fancy hat. I probably did demonstrate this already, but you can change out your character, your cosmetics. You can respec yourself if you have a larval tier.
Be not
We don't need to respec. Been so long since I played this character, but I'm quite confident that I was building them towards being a majory spell person. I see we had the black flame blade and the magic fortification, which is pretty good. And I'm gonna need to remember what the heck I intended to do next, because if I said anything, I don't recall. I think we have what we would need to go up to Altus Plateau and take the grand lift up there. I think so. I think that's a true statement. Because we got a token from the village of the Albinarics and the medallion from near the beginning of the game. Fort Height West. Did we cover... Have I taken care of this yet? No, I haven't. There's nothing really there for me, but my character should be more than powerful enough to handle that, and we could take on this area too. Again, not an area I really need to do, but these are optional places I could go attack for fun. I guess I'll do this one. I guess I'll do Castle Morne for now. I don't think it'll be too challenging for this character at the level they're at. We're already arced up. We already have increased stats. What do I have for my summon? That? Can I afford anything better? FP cost 67. We have 95. Most expensive one is indeed the Avionet Soldier Ashes. Okay, sure. I'll try those. Why not? Anything I want to put in this slot here? I'm not using any FP tiers. I think it's time to change that. That is not how I changed that. It's been a long time, guys. Bear with me. I'm just clicking all of the buttons. Let's just bring one. Let's bring two. And did we ever get a heal? We did not get a heal. Okay. Really are knickknacks for this character. This character is not much of a spell blade compared to another character I've been running. That's okay though. Am I allowed to summon for this little field boss fight, perchance? Looks like I'm not. That sucks. Okay, fine. Buff ourselves. He doesn't do magic, so I don't need the magic resist. Probably could have considered bringing something better. Oh yeah, the Black Flame Blade really isn't that impressive. Yeah, I remember discovering that because it's such a short buff. It's more like a pine bundle or whatever they call those, where really it doesn't buff your weapon more than a few seconds, so it's not great. Yeah. This isn't something I invest in much, and also it doesn't synergize well with someone who's using a two-handed weapon because I have to switch back to two-handed every time. Like, it's just not very convenient for me. What do I have on here? Oh, that. Okay. I'm using that war arc, or war art, or whatever it's called. So what's funny is, you know, in my free time when I don't feel like recording, I've been doing another character. And so I feel more experienced with the game than I was last time I ran this character. So I'm looking at some of my choices in this character build and going like, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? And that's something that you get every time you play a character. You go like, wow, I could have done something like this the whole time. I don't like this. I wish I'd put the poise on it because I like the thrust. So this war, Ash of War, where we do increase our melee damage, we turn our strong attack into a sprinting attack, which is not as good as our normal strong attack in the sense that I like the thrust. So this doesn't synergize well with the Zweihander, my opinion. That was a nice hit. I like that. That felt good. I'd rather have the poise boosting Ash of War. It does, it hurts. I mean, oh my god. See, like, that's not good. And now we're gonna take damage. So, yeah, it did not work out well for us. I wish I could fight some of these dudes not on horseback. Like, he's gonna respawn his horse, but they're so cool, like, on foot. I think they're way cooler on foot than they are on horseback. My 2 cents. I don't like how their horses look. I think they look kind of goofy. I feel like it's intended to evoke like Ring Wraith, but it doesn't look... I mean, I'm sure it's like, oh, it's masking something horrifying underneath, but I don't know. Anyways, I guess that's a Morning Star of sorts, or no, like a Knight Rider flail. I think that's kind of like a Dexy weapon? Quality weapon, maybe? Yeah, it's definitely a Dexy weapon. Ironically, something like this would probably be better with our Ash of War, or our weapon buff that we have, the Black Flame. Did I ever get the lightning buff? I didn't, because I don't remember where the Dragon Prayer book is. I found it on my other character, but I don't remember where it is anymore. It's like right by a Church of America, I think. And he's like just down the road from it. Not this area, is it? I don't think it's all the way in Caelid. Is it? Astcelia? Maybe. I don't think so, though. I don't remember the land looking blighted by him. Not there. Is it on the way to Altus? Maybe? Like up in this area somewhere? Crap. I'm gonna have to look it up now. That's a shame, because I really was hoping the Black Flame Blade would be more... why do I feel like it's like around here? I've named like 4 different spots. I have no clue, obviously. Damn. I found it just while exploring. Like, some part of my brain says it's like in this peninsula, like even around here maybe? But I don't know. I don't think so anymore. I think I checked that on camera in this playthrough. Oh well, whatever. We'll be fine. Let's get something else though, regardless. Obviously this is not helping us at all. This, no, I don't have the int for that. Could always get my tail on. It's okay. It's kind of cool. You can do a charge. Why not? Let's get a tail and a charge and magic resist. The magic resist is really the best thing we have. We should probably purchase a heal at some point, a healing spell. I don't know if we really have the money. That is not how I summon my horse. Help. I've forgotten my buttons. Oh, Lord. There we go. Sheesh. And I do actually need to get back off of that and then re-summon it. It's Y. Good Lord. Help. Send help. Why don't I remember how to play video games? Very scenic castle. I'm pretty sure it's about to start shooting at us. Rather some doofus at the bottom. What am I mixing in my flask of physique, by the way? I wasn't really paying attention. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Together, as a family. Hello. How are you? Hiya! On guard. We do the damage. Gotta love this Zweihander. You gotta love it. Okay, we are now in a dungeon. Serious business. This place is really hard if you attempt it early on, I've found. Can be very difficult. Especially because it's accessible very early. I mean, this southern peninsula is one of the first places you go, and everything else here is quite simple. This place has a big fight right here, and you can definitely find yourself getting drained of any resources at the beginning if you don't have lots of ability to heal yourself and all that good stuff. Oh, I should put my lantern in that slot. That way if I go in a cave, I remember I don't need a torch. Another idea I have, put my FP flask in there, in that left D-pad slot, and now I don't need to cycle to my FP flasks. It's one trick you can use. Makes things a little faster. So you're not frantically scrolling through while fighting. Just a thought. There's a lot of flexibility in how you organize your stuff. Look at you guys. Oh, you're like those. Okay. You have huge weapons, like, proportionally. That's like pike size. Oh, I should consider changing out my Ash of War, too, if I can, on this character. Let's just go straight in. Yeah, we're gonna one-shot the little guys just fine. Not too worried about this. They might catch me off guard and kill me if I'm not careful, but we have good defense. Good damage, I mean. Okay, so we don't quite one-shot that. And he is still dangerous. Especially the big ones. I'm not even bothering to block, though. Oh, I thought he was gonna do an attack there. I was waiting to roll. Yeah, we just have the damage. Zweihanders, just like traditionally through Souls games, just have a lot of, what's the word? Like poise damage. They knock people down very easily. Quite a lot. Hello, dogs. Goodbye, dogs. These things are pretty good. I like those. Might as well clear this. There's no reason I have to, but why not? Is there another one? Yeah. Hello. Oh, I missed. Smithing stone 2. What level is this Y? 10? Quite good, quite good. Not bad for the level we're at. And it shows in the damage for sure. guess let's use this faith thing on this for fun. Doesn't do bad damage. Might be a fun way to close on an enemy sometime. Sanctuary stone. Hello. Goodbye. Thought there was another one. Well, whatever. There go my summons. Okay, so I've got the opaline bubble and the health regen on this flask of physique. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll keep that. The more spell heavy I get, I might have a mana restore instead of the bubble. But the bubble's nice, just because it lets me do at least one trade with enemies. Like if I just choose to do a heavy attack when these guys try to like land on me or something, it'll be quite nice. I would love to get lightning bolts soon though. So I'm probably gonna look up after this video where I need to go to get my dragon prayer book so I can do lightning stuff. Lightning buff will be nice. Ow. Lightning buff will be nice, and bolts will be nice. Get down. Die. Do what must be done. Huh? Oh my god. Online interactions not rated by the ESRB. Ladder here. I don't remember this ladder. Why don't I remember this ladder? What does it lead down to again? Good old gibbet. Trap. Be wary of enemy right. Okay. Do a little do-si-do. Smithing stone 2. Yeah, for the danger of this area, for how tough it can be, for a very early game character, Smithing Stone 2 doesn't feel great. It's not terrible. But as I've shown, you can do quite a lot more of the game without targeting these areas. I don't know, it's kind of a weird, I feel like it's a strength and a weakness of Elden Ring compared to Souls games. It has this openness to it, where a lot of stuff is optional, but like it makes a lot of stuff feel unnecessary sometimes too. No turn back ahead and short think carefully. Yeah, right. Right, let's go do this. I don't even know if the guy is going to be up here. Is that a bat down there? These dudes are still fighting. Sadly, they're not like really fighting. Like, look at the damage values. He did 15 damage. Like, he's not gonna do 15 on me. Lies, deceit. They're like gladiators. They're just like, oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, homeboy's not here. I've already yeah. Exactly. No night ahead. Yeah, probably advanced too far. He's probably already moved. I can't really find it in me to care. That's fine. What is this way? I don't quite recall. Nothing. Praise the nothing. Okay. This is another reason I don't like this castle much. Don't care for it too much. There's like dead ends, nothing. Like the major legacy dungeons for the big bosses, of course, are much more interesting. This is a side area, so it has about the content of a side area. We'll see all these enemies later, too. Be wary of beast. Oh yeah, aren't we gonna have to fight like a crucible knight here? Oh yeah, can I change my ashes blocks, please? Do I have the thing for that? Yeah. Endure. Yeah, Endure's better. Let's see. Yeah, that's our best option. Keeping it heavy, I think, is the best option. I believe we have more strength by a lot. Yeah. What were the other options there? No holy. I think we have to get like a pretty late game book to do holy. It's not really worth it anyways, I feel. Don't mind me, just trying to remember all my jumps, make sure I have not forgotten any areas that you can fall down to. Sometimes there's more than one path. Case in point here, there's an item down there. And we could also jump across to this grate, but I'm pretty sure that we access the same area from here. Oh, wouldn't it suck if I missed? Stone sword key, that's worth it. Yep. Land on the tent, please. Thank you. That's pretty graceful. I like that. Oh, these things. You know what? The black flame would have been good against those. Let us reconsider. Think again. Let's remove the tail. Yeah, because those little slimes are resistant to physical by a lot. Will this damage me if I don't land on the tent? Good. Yeah. Let's see how much this does. Meh. Well, it's better than it would have been, for sure. Not by much, though. Okay. So they don't really care too much about Black Flame, it seems. Maybe they care about lightning. I think different molds have different resistances, I want to say. Just glad we can one-shot all these. Okay, here's the graded area. Be wary of item and then up, okay. So we want to fall down and catch something on the rafters up there. Okay. We can do that. Ghost. That's unfortunate, buddy. I guess you're gonna be forever marred. That's rough. I'm sorry to hear it. Uh-huh. These things are gross. And far too difficult to kill considering what they are. Let's teleport back again. Let's do that jump. Those things are terrifying in the loading screen. I don't know if I've seen those like in the game. There's a bunch of content that I've never actually experienced in Elden Ring. Plenty. I don't even have the DLC yet. I just haven't bothered. I thought... Okay, I see. That was just a warning. Derp. Okay, well, I'll fall down. It's gonna hurt. Okay, good. Whatever. I thought there would be like a beam to fall down on, fall down the beam, and then we get an item. That's a thing that happens more than once in this game for sure. Yeah, nothing he can do about us. I anticipate the boss here will be pretty easy. We should be at him in a few minutes. He's just kind of a strength guy, and I think we're going to be able to just blow right through him. I don't foresee issues. Precious item ahead. Is this a teleporter? Twin blade talisman. Yeah, that's not something I'm really going to use. Enhances final hit of chain attacks. Yeah, whatever. Lightning damage negation. I do like this anti-fall damage thing. Is this gonna save me from this fall damage? Hell yeah. As long as it's not lethal, I will not take fall damage. I like that talisman. That's a good talisman. I don't have that on my other character. And I don't remember where I got it. Hear the beetle. I feel the beetle. I am the beetle. Where the hell is it? I want to find it before I jump down. Whatever. Oh, you're a health beetle. Okay. No, wait, didn't we establish that those kind of beetles can drop, like, other stuff, too, at one point? I don't know. Eerie jumps. There's often bloodstains on these. Surprised I'm not seeing any. I have seen them before. Like, just, like, shocking numbers of bloodstains. It's crazy. I might not be connected to many players' worlds. Ah, here's what I was thinking of. Aha. You can see why it looks very similar. There's the bloodstains. Okay. On guard. I have farmed embers here before, or rune arcs here before. They drop them at a very, very slow rate. You can farm for like an hour and get like 3 rune arcs. It really sucks. You really have to engage with the multiplayer to get rune arcs. And if you don't do that, well, you don't get your buffed stats. You just don't. Most of the Souls games are restrictive like that. Except in like Dark Souls 1 and I think maybe 2. No, especially in Dark Souls 1, it's just the gateway to engage in co-op and invading and, well, just co-op, I think. Still, it's just the gateway for it, and I don't think it offers you much else except some boosted item find, but in this game, like, it's a huge deal to use your arcs. You get a lot. By the end of the game, it's not as relevant, I'm sure, but early game? I mean, what is it, like 5 across the board? That's insane. So having it gate kept pretty heavily is rough. Not a design choice that I personally agree with, because you can find yourself running out and just very frustrated. I don't remember if there's any loot around here. These guys aren't hostile unless I get close. I don't... Oh. Oh. That's a fast way to get to the boss. Okay, cool. There might be an item, but it's not anything that I care about, I'm pretty sure. You've seen what I've been picking up. Ooh, like fan knives. I failed. Enemy ahead. Yeah, let's do it. There's no summon signs here. This is not a super populated area, I would say. I guess we'll hit him with the black flame blade at the beginning. Why not? Oh, we should have drunk our flask. Oh, we'll do that now. I'm really unconcerned with this. Yeah. Yeah, staggers with every hit, pretty much. He had some hyper armor there. But we could even summon our buddies to help us. Jeez, barely any time to even appreciate the design there. Pretty cool looking. We get a great sword for that. It's super heavy. It requires 40 strength. Would make us fat roll. It has better block by a good amount. Weight of 21 is kind of crazy. Yeah. It's a good weapon, I'm sure. Not my style. Not my style. Even if this was the best greatsword in the game, I would not use this because I think yeah. My sword is a bunch of swords stuck together, sticking out of other swords. Like, okay, man. You do what you gotta do. cool. I'm pleased with that. Maybe on the next episode, I will take care of this castle up here. There's a fun little boss fight over here, which I found enjoyable, and I think we'll be able to steamroll them too, because we'll have magic resist. And maybe I'll look up where we can find that dragon prayer book, and maybe get myself like a lightning blade buff or something akin to that. There's also a couple of trees that I would like to take on. Looks like I have access to take on this tree boss over here. And we have this one over here that I could take on. And I think I also need to go discover this chapel here for an instructor that can teach us magic and miracles. And then maybe we'll start going to like Altus Plateau and start advancing the story. Although, we haven't done Radon, right? I think I just went here to grab loot, right? Pretty sure. So I don't think I've actually done Radon, so maybe I'll do Radon first and then I'll do Altus Plateau. So, yep, there you go. That's like the next 5 episodes planned out. I got it all straight in my head, guys. At any rate, have a nice day. I'll see you next time. Peace.